Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is Acid Rain World time. Although this is the Bucks team logo, I'm not doing Bucks team. I'm looking at Itzapapalotl. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. Maybe, I was about to say maybe one of you guys can correct me in the comments, but that'd be reading and not saying it. This is one of the things I've been really looking forward to the most from the Acid Rain World franchise, as Acid Rain World line. But for me, it's just not Acid Rain World in terms of design. Not how it is in my mind. I know it's not my universe, it's the awesome Kit Lau's universe. But for me, that's going to fit in far better with like my Sci-fi universe, with Annex 2179, with maybe some of the Joy Toy, Dark Source stuff, etc. Looks pretty cool. The box, beautiful artwork, I've got to say. And again, on the back, we can see the figure and accessories, but they always do it with a dark background, so it's quite hard to see with the box. So I am going to unbox this, turn the camera around, and we are going to get into this. So let's take a look. Okay, here she is. She looks absolutely awesome. She comes with 3 accessories, we can see. So we have the first gun here. We've seen this gun before. It's a nice looking gun. Let's get a close up on the main camera here. Pretty cool. Gun 2, I'm not sure. I think we've seen this before, but the colouring's throwing me off maybe. Again, that colouring does look really well, especially for her colouring too. And then the third accessory, if we look on top of her shoulder, there is a little knife, but that knife is fixed. It doesn't come out of the position. So those are the accessories she comes with. She looks pretty cool. Let's take a closer look at her. So if I bring her in closer to the camera. So, nice looking sculpt that we've seen before. The vest is new. The sort of exo armor we've seen before. Oh, sorry. She's got another gun here. I forgot to mention. I stuck it in already. A little sidearm pistol, which I will take out. And we've seen this one before too. So again, the sculpt on the body is new. It's not, sorry, the sculpt on the body is what we've seen before. What is new is the vest. Interestingly, the vest has got 3 holes in the back. 1, 2, 3. So whether that's going to be for other attachments in the future, or so we can attach some of the past ones, I am not quite sure. The colouring is nice. The inking is great. I love that new look on the chest piece on the vest with the line going down the centre. Looks very, very nice. Head sculpt on the head. There is a little visor which can, he says, be taken off. It's just a clip on, clip off. Now we'll get a better look at her face. Little scar there, or tattoo across her eyes perhaps. Very, very nice head sculpt. But this helmet doesn't come off. That is one piece. We can see from there. Yeah, that is one piece. It looks like from the bottom that maybe it's not, but it is one piece from what I can tell. So very, very nice looking. They should look better with or without the visor. I think possibly with. Now, if you look on the head, you see there's a hole here and a hole here because the visor has a couple of clips here and here that we can see. And they will just clip into there, obviously, and then that will be the visor back on. If I can get it to clip in nicely, that is. And so it should be just a push and then another little push, and there we go. She seems a little bit between aesthetics. Part of me wants to say, yeah, she's a space woman, spaceman, but you know, her arms are uncovered on the forearms. And part of me says, yeah, she's your normal sort of a person with an exosuit, but the helmet looks a bit too sci-fi perhaps. But that's just my personal feeling. And now I can't get that visor to go in nicely, but it does go in nicely. Okay, so let's take a look at her articulation. I'll keep the visor on, it'll probably drop off though. So she has a left and a right. In fact, I'll take it off. She has a up and a down and a side to side in the head. You know, even with those sort of wide parts on the sides, the head's not affected. Shoulders all the way around. Where the shoulders normally suffer with the new system Acid Rain World is doing the lateral raises. Her little knife popped out there. But she gets almost 90 degrees. That's not too bad. If we go to the, but I should say she also has the shoulder roll, which adds a lot when it comes to holding weapons with two hands. If we go for the biceps, despite having the exoskeleton, the exosuit on, she still gets the amazing Acid Rain World bicep bend. Look at that. That's just phenomenal bicep bend. Really, really good. Waist and trunk. I think the vest is not going to impede too much. Let's have a look. Forwards. Well, that's from the... There we go. That's the trunk. Small forwards. Not really sideways. And she can turn. With the waist, good forwards, good backwards, good sideways. And can turn from both. Hips. This will be interesting. Now, the big hip gap we've seen previously appears to have gone, which is nice. She can get a quite wide on the legs there. Forwards is good, even with the sort of exoskeleton. Backwards is pretty damn good too, but then you start to get a bit of a funny hip gap going, and her legs are still in front. That is pretty damn impressive considering. There is a thigh roll. Double kneecap. Now they've got this little system here. See the little orange part through the blue. That will just slide through that groove. But it may pop out. You see it sliding when you're posing your figure. Is it going to stay there for me? Yeah. So really tight on the double kneecap. That is quite tight inside. It wants to pop out, but it's okay. And then as we want and expect on the feet. See it's popped out now. We'll just pop it back in. One expect on the feet, they have the boot turn, they have really nice tippy toe, they have okay dorsiflexation. In fact, I'll take that back, very small dorsiflexation because the tongue's on the shoes, but it's enough that she can fall over. And then they do have the swivel, really good swivel side to side on the, or the tilt side to side on the foot. So that's really nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to set her up in a pose and then we'll compare her to some other pictures. So let me just, some other figures, sorry. Just quickly see if I can put this on nicely. I had it on nicely a second ago. It's all right, not great. Okay, so I am going to pose up with some other figures and then I'm going to come back and then we can take a closer look again. So let me just pause this and I'll be back in an instant. Okay, here she is posed up with a Guardians of the Galaxy Groot with a Joy Toy Invictor Warsuit pilot from 40k and an Acid Rain World Narinu Sentinel with Kyoko Shield and a Fortnite Fade head. In fact, they look like could almost work from the same universe almost. She does look good and she does compare well with other figures and other toy lines. In fact, let me just add in the Joy Toy, one of the Joy Toy maintenance guys, because he's on my desk and he's here, and so I'd have to reach for him. If I stick him by Groot, we'll get a better idea of her scale compared to a regular sized Joy Toy as opposed to the 40k. And bear in mind her legs are splayed, so she looks slightly shorter. She does look good. I think she's a nice looking figure. The vibe is not quite as sci-fi as I initially thought. The mask makes it look that way, the visor, but because the body's the same as some other ones, it looks particularly similar to maybe, whose body was it now? Maybe the Capybara Red Bike figure, but of less hip gap. But I think she's a cracking figure. Well worth picking up for your collection or for your other universes if you don't think she fits so well into how you imagine the Acid Rain world to be. Good stuff. Please click on the notification icon and subscribe to stay up to date with the latest news, reviews, etc. I've got more reviews coming out daily for the next few days, and I have more hauls coming too, so more reviews coming very soon as well for you guys to see and enjoy. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.